I'm Christy with Texas Women's University Fitness and Recreation, and I am here to teach you a yoga class today. Thank you so much for joining me. This is sponsored in part by the Health and Wellness Initiative at Texas Women's University, and you can check out all of my yoga videos and all of the other videos from our other instructors on our Facebook page, Instagram, and YouTube. And we're going to be starting up our full classes again this week, so keep your eyes peeled through the rest of the week to find our other full-length classes that we'll have posting online each day. And we're going to begin our yoga class today on your backs, or you can also be seated. We're going to start with some breathing exercises, just a little bit of breath work. I'm going to stay seated just so that I can see the camera and I can talk more clearly to you. But these breathing exercises are really nice to do laying on your back so that you can kind of feel a little less stress and tension. You can sort of relax a little bit more and become more in tune and in touch with your breath. The breath is a really important player in our yoga practice. It's a really unique tool that we can use to help kind of check in with ourselves and how we're doing. It is also something to help keep us focused and engaged in our practice. Taking those long, deep, full breaths is going to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and signal to your body that it's safe and it's okay to relax and open up. So if you take these deep, full breaths, your body will actually be a little bit more limber and flexible. Those short breaths tend to keep you in that fight or flight mode, and the body tenses up a little bit. So about half of your flexibility comes from breathing and being able to allow your body to relax, triggering that parasympathetic nervous system, and just sort of allowing the tissues to find some more depth. So we're going to work a little bit with that at the beginning of our practice, and I'll be cueing you to pay attention to your breath throughout practice. So let's get started. We're going to just take a few breaths at your own, whatever breath pattern you're just kind of starting out with, just to check in. A lot of times as we move through our day, we sort of get stuck in this shallow chest breath, so we really want to try to extend that breath deep down into your belly, really try to push the belly out. And then just slowly, as you exhale, squeeze that belly in, really tense. Squeeze that belly button. See if you can kind of pull that in and up. Force the air out. Squeeze all that excess air out of your lungs. So when we take those shallow breaths, there gets to be stagnant air in the bottom of our lungs. So really try to expel as much air as you can. And then we're going to just kind of start to deepen our breath. So after you've sort of checked in and see where you are as you start, then just continue to try and deepen and lengthen your breath, and maybe visualize mentally the air coming in through your nose, traveling down into the depths of your belly, filling up, and then exhale, let everything go. Imagine it squeezing out all the way. We're going to go through a few rounds of a measured breath. So this is going to help kind of extend your breath even more and relaxes the mind, which we all need. Sometimes, especially when we first start our practice, we're all scattered and thinking about what was going on and what we really need to get back to doing. So doing these breath work techniques can really help kind of get you engaged in your practice and on your mat and in your body, instead of being distracted and drawn out. So just imagine with each breath you're taking, you're drawing your awareness into your body, into yourself, and you're letting go of everything else. So we're going to start by taking just a regular breath in through the nose, and we'll exhale everything out through our mouth and squeeze everything out. And then we'll start a measured breath. I'll count it out for you. We'll breathe in, we'll gently hold at the top, and then we'll breathe out. And then we'll just start breathing in again. We're not going to hold at the bottom. We're going to breathe in, we'll pause at the top, and then we'll exhale. And I'll cue you the whole time. You don't have to worry about keeping up with the pace or the number of times. And if it's not a comfortable length that I give you, then just change it to what is going to suit you best. You don't have to go with the cues I'm giving you if that doesn't work for your body. So we're going to take that deep breath in through the nose, let everything go through the mouth. Just imagine that you're releasing any tension and stress that you're still maybe holding on to or that you can find in your body, that you're throwing it out with that exhale. So nice deep breath in. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Nice. Release control of the breath. Let it come in and out naturally. Just noticing how it might feel a little different from when you started, where you might notice a little more space. Good. And if you're not on your back, if you were seated for your breath work, we're going to find our way onto our backs right now. Make your way down. You can give yourself a little squeeze for a moment if you need to. Kind of rock it out. We're going to take our right knee and keep it into our chest. You can extend the leg to the sky, circle out your ankle. You can point the toes to the sky and pull them back towards your nose, feeling that link through the back of the leg, all the way out through the heel. Nice. Now bend your left knee, put your foot on the floor. We're going to cross that right ankle all the way over the left. So we're getting set up for a leg variation that you're going to see later in our class. So you can decide here if you want that pinky edge side of your right foot to press into the outside of your left leg, or if you can and it feels okay, you can tuck those right toes under the left leg and wrap them around to the other side of the ankle. But either way, no matter which position your legs are in, you want to really think about squeezing those inner thighs together and keeping your legs active here, even pressing the right foot into the left leg. So whether it's your pinky edge side of your foot or if you tucked under and it's the big toe side of your foot, you're squeezing everything. So this twisted little variation with our legs is going to translate into our arms now, if you choose to do so. We're going to start by bringing our forearms together in front of our face. So your thumbs are in front of your face here, hovering over your nose. You can keep your arms just like this. That's just fine. If you want to try a little more, you can sweep that right arm under your left, backs of the hands together, or just like the ankles, you can bring those fingers all the way around and maybe press them into the palm of your left hand. Try to keep twisting your thumbs towards your face if you wrapped your arms. Fingertips reach away from your face and lift your elbows up to shoulder height. Take a breath, squeeze your legs, squeeze your arms, but try to pull your shoulders back and away, so don't let them come forward and scrunch up. Relax your shoulders down towards the mat. Keep squeezing your legs. Take a breath. Fill all the way up. Exhale. One more deep breath. Squeeze everything. Exhale. Untwist the arms. Untwist the legs. Let the knees gently rock side to side if that feels okay, or maybe you just straighten the legs out and kind of wiggle your feet, whatever feels good. Full body stretch, reach the arms, point through the toes, and hug left knee in, give it a squeeze. And extend the leg to the sky. Want fine movement in your ankle. And bending into right knee, cross left leg over. Find your variation of eagle legs. That's what this is called, or what we're going to call it here. So either press that pinky edge side into right leg or wrap left ankle or left toes around right ankle and press that big toe side of the foot into the leg. Keep squeezing those thighs together. And again, your variation of arms, forearms can stay together. You can sweep that left arm under right arm, backs of the hands touch, or circle the fingers all the way around to right palm and thumb space. You, as you lift elbows up and reach fingertips away, squeeze everything nice and tight. 2 breaths here. Relax your shoulders, press your back into the mat. And untwist yourself, great job. We're gonna roll onto our bellies. So just make your way onto your belly, and as always, just adjust however you need to see me or to feel comfortable. I move around throughout practice, so I'm always facing different directions, but I try my best to cue you guys accurately. So we're going to find ourselves on our stomachs to get into a little shoulder stretch here. So the right arm is going to reach out to the side. I like to rest my right cheek on the ground, or if I have a blanket or some kind of cushion, I usually will use that right now. I am in a sparse environment and don't have props, so we're just going to go with this like it is. So the right arm is just reaching out in line with your shoulder. You're pressing into your left hand, which is under your left shoulder. You're just going to roll onto your right side. From here, you can bend those knees if you'd like to. Bottom leg can stay straight, top knee bends. If that feels better, there's a few different leg variations, so find what works for you. Left hand can stay down, or it can come up and rest on the side of your body. Just breathe a couple more breaths here. Try to relax into that right shoulder. You can press right palm into the ground. If you want to try a different sensation, you may rotate back of the hand down, palm up. Just check it out. If it doesn't work, always go back or find something else that feels comfortable. One more breath. Let it go. Roll back to your tummy. Take a moment here. We're going to lift up to our elbows. This time, our right knee is going to come up in line with our hip. So I've kind of scooched this leg up so that it's coming up from the hip. It can be further down if you need to. So we're just coming into a little variation of frog pose, half frog. So the knees up. We're lifted up onto our elbows, which are under our shoulders, in Sphinx pose. If having the knee up doesn't feel good, you can straighten that leg out behind you and just be in a Sphinx pose. It's just fine. Pressing the hands down, you're not moving your hands, but get the action of sliding the arms back so that the chest comes through the shoulders. Nice. And elbows sweep out to the side, palms come down. Take a moment. And we'll switch sides on that shoulder stretch. Left arm reaches out to the side. Push into that right palm. Rolling over. Find your leg position that feels best. Knees bent. One leg can be straight. You can also spin that top knee to the sky and place the foot on the ground if that feels okay, if you want to go a little deeper. Remember to breathe. Exhale as you roll back onto your stomach. Finding that Sphinx pose variation, so bringing the shoulders, the elbows under the shoulders, coming up. Yeah, lift the chest. See if you can relax your shoulders. You don't want to crane your neck up, but see if you can imagine that you have like a string attached to the crown, which is at the center. It's a little bit back, and you're tucking your chin just a slight bit so that you can feel nice and long through the back of your neck. And then if you'd like, you can find that leg option of sliding into half frog by bringing that left knee up in line with the hip. Inside arch of the foot is resting down towards the ground. Remember to breathe. Nice. And slowly come back. Hands can stack. Take a little break. Maybe you wiggle your heels and kind of find a little rocking motion in your hips. And then we're going to push ourselves back into tabletop position. So finding tabletop, moving through just a couple quick cat and cows, arching the back and then dipping the back down, keeping the core engaged. So even though we dip the belly down towards the ground, we keep the core engaged. We're just kind of articulating the spine. Last one. Leaning back in neutral spine. We're going to take the right foot, extend it out, and then cross over to the left. You can push into the toes if you want to find a stretch, or you can just kind of move into the hip, whatever you need here, whatever feels best for you. Bringing that knee up, tap the arm or towards the arm, and bring it back out. Doesn't have to meet the arm or anything, but just find some motion, movement in that hip. Good. And we're gonna tap that right knee down to the outside of the left leg. Sit back for a little funky child's pose. So it's kind of like your legs are crossed. You don't have to sit all the way back. This is just a stretch. So it might look funky. There's no right or wrong. This is just something that, you get to feel your way through, make it your own unique practice. Inhale back up, uncross that leg. We'll switch sides. I have an injured foot, so my left toes aren't going to be tucking today. They will just be reaching. And when I transition through to down dog, I can't do it the way I need to with that foot, so I'll be doing something a little different, but you guys can do whatever works for you. Last one. Extend it over, and then drop that knee and sit back. So just breathe here. Find the sensation that you need. Let your breath relax where you need it to go. Visualize it expanding into areas that feel tight and tense. It's flooding those areas with oxygen as you breathe in. Coming back up. Great. Now we'll sit into a child's pose. That's not funky for one breath. And back up. So this is where you can tuck your toes and find downward dog. I'll tuck my right toes. I won't tuck my left. Good. Breathe here. Maybe you bend knees, pedal them out. Take your dog for a walk. Shift the hips side to side. Anything that feels right. Walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. I'll go to all fours and do cat-cow. If you'd like, you can do plank. Lower down to your belly and move to cobra. And then find your way to downward dog. And back to hands, feet to hands. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Now we're going to turn to the long edge of our mat so we can take a nice wide stance. So I'm facing you, but you can face whatever direction feels right for you. We're going to turn our right toes to the right. Our left toes are going to stay facing in front of us. You want to think about pushing your hips over to the left and pressing down through that right foot. Legs are active, thighs are squeezing towards each other. Reach with those right fingertips to the right. Exhale, spine stays straight, right fingertips to shin. We don't want to flop and arch our back. We want nice lines of energy so we can stay open. Try not to cave over. Good. Inhale up and reverse. Back to center. Bend into your front knee. Warrior two, gaze over right fingertips. Broaden across your chest. Activate your arms, so don't let them be floppy. Squeeze muscle to the bone. Send energy out your fingers. Press your feet into the ground. Activate your legs. Reverse, flip that front palm. And reach it over top. Come back up. We'll switch sides, straighten through the front leg, through the right knee, toes to the front, left toes to the left. Just a little switcheroo. Once again, try to push out through that back hip. So engage the legs, but try to kind of pop that hip back to have a nice line through that front leg. Engage this thigh. See if you can feel it gently pulling that kneecap up. Reach your triangle. And reach that left arm towards the ground, right arm up. See if you can stay open through the front of the body, not cave forward as much as you can. Good. Bring it up. Reverse. Exhale. Bend to your front knee. Warrior two. Left knee bends. Energy in the arm. So those little wings that flop around, tighten them up. Get those bingo wings firm. And flip front palm, reverse. Extend. And back up. Nice job. Front toes, or left toes turn to face the front. Inhale, bring hands to low back. Push the hips forward, reach the chest up. Exhale, come back. Hands to hips. Stretch forward, nice straight spine. Keep pushing those hips back as you reach your chest forward. Pressing outer edges of the feet and pressing down into big toe mound and heel. Folding forward. Take a breath. Let the head hang heavy. If you need to bend into your knees, you can. If you want to shake the head out to release the neck, you can do that. Let it dangle. Arms can interlace or just hang. They can be on the hips. Nice. Coming back up when you're ready. Feet come together. All right. Now we're getting into the pose we were working towards. So finding balance in our right foot this time. Left knee hugs up the chest. Start to bend into that right knee, balancing here. Cross left leg over right. Press that outer edge of the foot into the leg, or if you can wrap, you can tuck the toes. Forearms in front. So from here, I'm wobbly. You can always use this other foot as a kickstand too, but my foot won't be kickstanding today. All right, you can stay with arms like this. You can eagle your arms, left arm under. Take a breath. Elbows up to shoulder height. Reach fingertips away. Squeeze belly in. Sit hips back. Nice. One more breath. And unravel yourself. Take up space. Stretch out nice and long. And back down. Good job. Take a breath. Nice. Hug the right knee up into your chest. Bend into that left knee. Sink it down. Keep the chest lifting. We don't cave forward. We stay nice and tall. You might wobble. That's okay. Right knee cross over left. Maybe those toes tuck. Maybe they don't. And if you start to shake, it just means you're building new neural connections. Good. Right arm under left if you want to go for it. Good. Lift the elbows up. Press those fingertips away from your face. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Take a breath. Stay focused with that breath. Exhale. Untwist. Take up space. Be big. And come back down. Nice. All right. We're going to find our way down towards our seats. So you can squat there. You can just plop on down, whatever you want to do. Coming to reverse tabletop. Just to open everything up again. We sit at our desk and we're like looking at our phones and reading books. It's all this way. So we're going to do reverse tabletop and open everything up. So hands can face away, fingertips away, to the side or towards you. Whatever feels okay with your shoulders. Feet come out. They want to be like in line with your sit bones and parallel with each other. And try to be in the same plane as much as you can. All right, we're going to press lots of energy down into our hands and feet as we lift our head, or lift our hips up. Head can stay chin to chest, neutral, or if it's okay with your neck, you can start to let it drop back after you get up there. So see what feels okay with you. Get ready, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, release the breath through your mouth, and on your next inhale, we'll lift up. Squeeze all that air out. Inhale, lots of energy. Roll those shoulders open. Press into the hands. Lift out of the shoulders. Press into the feet. Lift those hips up. Squeeze your glutes. One more breath. You've got it. Exhale, lower it down. Yeah. That one's so good. We should do it one more time. Let's go. Inhale, bring it up. Breathe. Feel that opening up through the whole front of the body. Exhale, bring it down. Give yourself a little hug, little counter pose, seated child's pose. happy baby. Knees separate, arms come in between the legs and hold on to the outer edges of the feet. Try to unfurl your spine so it's long on the ground. The tailbone's not curling up towards the sky. It's lengthening down towards the ground. Oh, there's my cuckoo clock. Sorry, or my parents' cuckoo clock. Just hanging out in happy baby for a moment. You can rock side to side. Nice. We'll do a supine twist here. Any variation of supine twist. I like to push my feet into the ground, shift my hips towards the left, and then let my knees drop to the right. But if you have another variation you like, where you want to cross your legs or extend a leg or something to a prop or whatever, find what works. Switching sides, shift the hips over, and roll it down. In your twist, see if you can try to get both shoulders to rest onto the ground. If they aren't, then back out of it a little bit. And if you turn your head, which I don't always do because it's a really intense stretch, it might not seem like it, but I prefer to lift the head up and look and then set it down. It's safer for your neck. One more breath. Coming back. Just take 1 or 2 breaths here. And then I encourage you to allow yourself to have some cool down time or shavasana, where you just let yourself relax for a few more minutes, focusing on that breath and just allowing yourself to slowly let go of even thinking of the breath and your body, and just find some peace and relaxation. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week and a lovely summer, and I look forward to sharing more yoga classes with you throughout the next few months online. If you have any requests or comments, please interact and engage with me by commenting, liking the post, sharing the post, and I look forward to hearing and sharing more time with you. Let me know if there's any poses you want to see, and I'm happy to mix them in and share with you. So have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you.